This is... Ugh. What? Trapinch, where? Isn't this where I met you, Trapinch? It's like that beach. So that means... Could it be? No, it is. We're in the past. We made it back to our world. Yes! We made it, Trapinch. Ugh. Hey, Grovile. Look. We made it home. Back to our world. So we did it. We made it through. Back to this world. Yeah. This is where I met Trapinch. Let's see. I think it was right here. This is where I found Trapinch out cold. So that's what happened. That trip through time sent me into Eastern Forest, and Trapinch and I both reached your world far away from each other. Oh, that's right. There's a lot I don't understand, like the whole concept of time travel. Will you please explain it to us? But this isn't really the place to talk, so let's go to Wigglytuff's Guild and talk there. Before we went to the future, we trained there and roomed there. It'll be the perfect place. Okay, let's go to Wigglytuff's Guild. Hold on. Will I be received well if I go to the guild? After all, I'm a wanted outlaw in this world. If I went to your guild, won't everyone be shocked? Don't you think they'd try to capture me? Come to think of it, you're right. What to do? Oh, I know. There's a good place. But it will involve going through Treasure Town. It shouldn't be a problem if we lie low and sneak through. Lead the way. Okay, it's this way. This cliff is known as Sharpedo Bluff. Sharpedo Bluff? Yeah. I think the name comes from the fact that the cliff itself is shaped like the Pokemon named Sharpedo. As far as I can tell, nothing seems out of the ordinary. It's down here. I lived here before I joined the guild. Go ahead. Go in. I see. This is a hollow chamber in the face of the cliff. Whew. I'm glad no one's wrecked this place. That's proof for how little notice this place attracts. It may be better if we stay here for the time being. Agreed. But Trapinch, I never expected you to be the very same Trapinch.
Grovout, can you tell us more about that?
Yes, Trapinch and I. We were jointly investigating the planet's paralysis.
A Pokemon and a human? Paired together?
Yeah. And Trapinch had, or has, a special ability like no other. We relied on that special ability to investigate the planet's paralysis. It played a vital part.
By a special ability, you mean the Dimensional Scream, don't you?
Exactly. But the Dimensional Scream has a drawback. The Dimensional Scream requires the presence of a trusted Pokemon partner. Without a partner, the ability cannot be triggered.
A trusted partner?
That's why we work together. The Dimensional Scream is set off by triggers tied to places where the time gears are hidden. We needed to find out where the time gears were in the past. We needed the Dimensional Scream to accomplish that.
Wait a second. You said that there has to be a trusted partner nearby for the Dimensional Scream to work. But the Dimensional Scream was being triggered not long after we met.
Your point? Doesn't that show you how much you two trust each other from the start?
When you put it like that, it's a little embarrassing.
In addition, Trapinch developed amnesia. Upon meeting you, Pikachu, your partner had something to turn to. Perhaps Trapinch grew to trust you very quickly because of that.
Oh, there's another thing I don't understand. Is the Dimensional Scream triggered in response to only time gears?
Right. The opposite is also true. The Dimensional Scream is not triggered in places that aren't connected to time gears.
Huh. Really? That's not how I remember it. Listen, Trapinch. Do you remember that time it went off near Drowsy? And during our first exploration? And there were other times too. We went to places that seemed to have nothing to do with time gears. But even in places like that, the Dimensional Scream was triggered sometimes, wasn't it?
Are you sure? But that's never happened in the future. The Dimensional Scream was never triggered by places that had no tie to time gears whatsoever. Well, if that's true, I don't know why it would work differently here. Perhaps things are just different in this world. Perhaps the nature of the Dimensional Scream is altered in the past.
So, in the future, the Dimensional Scream doesn't work in places that have no connection to time gears? Oh, that explains it. Maybe that's why that time, when we were in the future... Maybe I couldn't envision anything that time we were in the future. Because we were in a place that wasn't tied to any time gears. Maybe that's why my dimensional scream failed to work. Maybe Grovile was right about the future and the past being different. Or different enough to make my dimensional scream ability work differently.
Anyway. Like I was saying, we were investigating the planet's paralysis. We used the dimensional scream ability to identify the locations of the time gears in your world while we were in the future. After identifying the locations where the time gears would be in the past, we took the passage of time. That brought us from our world and your future to this world. However, we encountered turbulence while we were traveling through time. Thus, Trapinch and I became separated. For some reason, Trapinch got amnesia and was turned into a Pokemon. I can only guess that it had something to do with the accident while traveling in time. I came from the future? And not just that, I came with a mission of preventing the planet's paralysis. I don't know, it seems so outlandish. It doesn't feel real somehow. So, Trapinch, you may not remember any of this, but you were my closest friend. I worried about you when we were separated. I'm glad to see that you're safe. Your appearance may have changed, and though you have lost your memory, you're still you. And none of that alters the fact that you remain my friend. Oh, Trapinch, I'm glad to see you again. Now, we have to decide on our course of action. Like I've told you before, I'm going to collect the time gears again. What are you going to do? I'm a little worried about how time stops in the region where its time gear is removed. But you're sure that will only be temporary? That's right. As soon as the time gears are placed at Temporal Tower, time will be restored to its normal state everywhere. Well then, we'll go too. We'll go with you, Grovile. Taking a time gear will badly affect the Pokemon that live in that area, but we have to prevent the planet's paralysis. Okay. Then we'll go together. But the hour is late. We are also exhausted from all the running we've done. We should rest up tonight. We'll leave in the morning. Pikachu isn't here. Maybe outside. What's the matter? Can't sleep? Yeah,
just thinking. Thinking about Dusk Noir? No, that's not it. Sure, finding out we were being deceived came as a real shock. But hearing your story earlier, Grovile, it really drove it home. What Dusk Noir said in the future was really true. And it made me realize that Trapinch really did come from the future. I was mulling over things like that. Hey, look, Grovile. Sunlight. It's sunrise. It's pretty, isn't it?
Yes.
Maybe it's because we were in the future for so long. But I didn't think a sunrise would ever feel so renewing. The sun rises, then it sets. We take that for granted, and that's only natural. But things we take for granted, they're really the most essential things, and they're precious.
All I ever known is the future's world of darkness. Upon coming to this world, and seeing the sun for the first time, it was staggering. Seeing it strengthened my resolve to turn history away from a future of darkness. There is one thing that I wanted to ask of you, Pikachu. About the time in the future when we were confronted by Dialga. Frankly, we were in a no-win situation. There was no hope. But when all seemed lost, you refused to give up. Even I'd given up. What compelled you? How did you manage to stay so strong?
Well, I wonder too. I really don't know. But maybe it was because Trapinch stood by me.
Trapinch?
Take a look at this.
This. What could it be? There's an odd pattern inscribed on it. I've never seen anything like it. This pattern is new to me.
That's my relic fragment. It's my personal treasure. I have this dream of one day solving the mystery behind this fragment. But I was such a coward. I couldn't work up the courage to go to the guild and apply as an apprentice. It was then that I met Trapinch. Trapinch. Yes, Trapinch was always there to cheer me up. And It all gave me courage. With Trapinch, I felt like I could overcome any challenge. That's how I came to feel over time. Maybe that's why I was able to keep going without giving up.
Alright. I think I understand what you're saying. Yes, Trapinch has a special quality that makes others feel that way. Same way I care for Trapinch as a friend. You, Pikachu, also feel the same way about Trapinch. Trapinch is lucky to be blessed with a friend like you. Well, it's morning. We should be leaving soon.
Yeah.
Alright. It's agreed that we'll collect all of the time gears. First, we have to decide which time gear we should target.
Let's check the Wonder Map. From here, the underground lake would be the closest, I guess.
How about Tree Shroud Forest? That's where I got my first time gear the last time.
Where is that?
Here. It's a little far from here, but there is no one like Yuxi guarding that time gear.
Oh, great. If we were to fight someone over a time gear, that would attract attention. But that won't be a concern here, right?
Exactly.
That's it then. That's where we're going. Onward to Tree Shroud Forest.
This is it. This is the entrance to Tree Shroud Forest.
Oh? What is it, Grovile?
The atmosphere somehow feels different than last time. No, I must be imagining it. We'll go in when you're ready.
Okay, hey everybody, Blue Trapinch here, and that was a lot of story. This is the first bit of live recording I'm doing right now. But I think after all that grand exposition, and no doubt will be a lot of me trying to voice over the characters, that's going to be a lot of fun. We'll leave it there for now. We'll pick this story up next episode where we'll go into Tree Shroud Forest and steal all the time gears. See you then.